everyone. In the last class we discussed classification of proteins and structure of proteins. So in this class we shall discuss hormones. So what are hormones? So hormones are the molecules. Hormones are molecules secreted by the endocrine gland. Secreted by the endocrine glands. And these hormones act as intercellular messengers. These hormones act as intercellular messengers. So these hormones are produced. These hormones are produced by the bloodstream. Where they control various physiological activities like growth or metabolisms. So hormones are the molecules secreted by the endocrine gland and it acts as an intercellular messenger. So these hormones are produced by the bloodstream where they control various physiological activities like growth or metabolism. So example for hormones are insulin, glucagon, thyroxine, adrenal cortex hormones, etc. Now coming to the classification of hormones. So hormones are classified into three types. They are peptide hormones and second one is amine hormones and third one is steroid hormones Now coming to the first one, peptide hormones. So peptide hormones are made up of alpha amino acids. So peptide hormones are made up of alpha amino acids. Example for peptide hormones are insulin, oxytocin and glucagon. These are examples for peptide hormones. So insulin is a peptide hormone. It is secreted from pancreas. It is secreted in pancreas. So its function is to lower the blood glucose level and by increasing the rate of conversion of blood glucose into glycogen. Next one is oxytocin. So oxytocin, it is a peptide hormone. It causes the contraction of uterus during childbirth. So next one is glucagon. It is also an example for peptide hormone. So this glucagon increases the glucose level in the blood. It increases the glucose level in blood. Peptide hormones are made up of alpha amino acids. So example for peptide hormones are insulin, oxytocin, glucagon. These are example for peptide hormone. Insulin is a peptide. So it is secreted by pancreas. Its function is to lower the blood glucose level by increasing the rate of conversion of glucose into glycogen. So next one is oxytocin. It is also an example for peptide hormone. It is secreted by pituitary gland. It is secreted by pituitary gland. So it causes contraction of uterus during childbirth. Next one is glucagon. It is also an example for peptide hormone. It tends to increase the glucose level in the blood. Next type is amine hormones. These are structurally derived from amino acids. These are structurally derived from amino acids. Amino acids. Example for amine hormones are adrenaline, epinephrine, and another example is thyroxine. So adrenaline or epinephrine is a amine hormone. It is a amine hormone. So it is produced from adrenal medulla, which stimulate the breakdown of liver glycogen into glucose and fats into fatty acids during emergency. So the function of adrenaline or epinephrine is which stimulate the breakdown of liver glycogen into glucose and fats into fatty acid during emergency. So next example is thyroxine. It is also an example for amine hormone. It is an iodinated derivative of amino acid tyrosine. So this thyroxine is produced from the thyroid gland, so which maintain the growth and development. The low level of thyroxine causes hypothyroidism, so which is characterized by letharginess, means weakness, and obesity. So high level of thyroxine lead to hyperthyroidism. So the low level of thyroxine in the diet causes hypothyroidism. So it can be controlled by using iodine salt in the diet. The next type of hormone is the third type is steroid hormones. So these steroid hormones are produced by the adrenal cortex and gonads. So these steroid hormones are further classified into two types. The first one is adrenal cortex and the second one is sex hormones. So now coming to the first type, adrenal cortex hormones, or it can also be called as corticoids. So this adrenal cortex hormone or corticoids are produced by the cortex of the adrenal gland. So the example for adrenal cortex hormones are glucocorticoid and mineralocorticoids. The function of glucocorticoid is it controls the carbohydrate metabolism and also modulate some inflammatory reactions. So next one is mineralocorticoid. It is also an example for adrenal cortex. So its function is it controls the level of excretion of salt and water by the kidney. So the next type is sex hormone. So these hormones are released by the gonads, so which is responsible for the secondary sex characters are called sex hormones. So example for sex hormones are testosterone, estradiol, and progesterone. So these are example for sex hormone. So testosterone, it is a hormone. It is a major sex hormone produced in the males. So it is responsible for secondary male characters like deep voice or facial hair, etc. Next one is estradiol. So it is a major sex hormone produced in female. So it is responsible for secondary female characters, and it is this hormone is participate in the control of menstrual cycle. So the next one is progesterone. So it is responsible for preparing the uterus for implantation of fertilized egg. So these are the some important hormones and their functions. Next, coming to the next topic, enzymes. So enzymes are the proteins. Enzymes are proteins produced by the living organism. To perform or to catalyze specific biochemical reactions. reactions are called enzymes. So enzymes are the proteins produced by the living organism to catalyze the specific biochemical reactions are called enzymes. So enzymes are specific for a particular reaction and for a particular substrate. Enzymes are specific. Enzymes are specific for a particular reaction, for a particular reactions and for a particular substrate and for a particular substrate. Substrate means reacting molecule. Substrate or a reacting molecule. Reacting molecule. For example, the hydrolysis of maltose. The formula for maltose is C12H22O11, which on hydrolysis we get 2 glucose units, C6H12O6, C6H12O6. So the hydrolysis of maltose gives 2 molecule of glucose in it. So this reaction is catalyzed by the enzyme maltase. This reaction is catalyzed by the enzyme maltase. So another example is sucrose. When sucrose is hydrolyzed, we get, this is sucrose. When sucrose is hydrolyzed, we get glucose and fructose. We get glucose and fructose. So this reaction is catalyzed by the enzyme. So this reaction is catalyzed by the enzyme invertase. For a particular reaction, the enzymes are specific for a particular reaction and for a particular substrate. So these are the example for enzymes. Coming to the next topic, vitamins. So vitamins are the organic compound required in the diet in small amount to perform some biological functions. For example, for normal maintaining of optimum growth, health of the organisms. So vitamins are designated by the alphabets A, B, C, D, E and K, etc. Some of them are further divided as subgroups. For example, B1, B2, B5, B6, B12, etc. So excess of vitamins are also harmful, and vitamin pills should not be taken without the suggestion of doctors. Next, coming to the classification of vitamins. So vitamins are classified into 2 groups based on their solubility. So vitamins are classified into 2 groups based on their solubility. So they are, one is fat soluble vitamins, and another one is water soluble vitamins. Now coming to the fat soluble vitamins. So the vitamins which are soluble only in fat are called fat soluble vitamins. For example, vitamin A, vitamin B, vitamin A, vitamin B, vitamin E and vitamin K. These are fat soluble vitamins. So vitamins which are soluble only in fat are called fat soluble vitamins. These are the example for fat soluble vitamins. Now coming to the water soluble vitamins. So the vitamins which are soluble only in water are called water soluble vitamins. For example, vitamin B complexes. That means vitamin B1, B2, B5, B6, B12, These are water soluble vitamin. Another one is vitamin C. It is also water soluble vitamins. Next, coming to the some important vitamins and their sources and their diseases are given in this table. So now come to the first one, vitamin A. Vitamin A. So it is found in carrot, fish, liver oil, butter and milk. So the vitamin A deficiency causes the disease night blindness, xerophthalmia, that means hardening of cornea of eye. So the next one is vitamin B1. It is also known as thiamine. So it is found in yeast, milk, vegetables and in cereals. So the deficiency of vitamin B1 causes the disease beriberi. That means loss of appetite, retarded growth. So now the next one is vitamin B2. It is also known as riboflavin. So it is found in milk, egg white, liver, kidney, etc. So the deficiency of vitamin B2 or riboflavin causes the disease chelosis. That means fissuring at the corners of mouth and lips, and also it causes digestive disorders and burning sensation of skin. Next, coming to the vitamin B6, it is also known as pyridoxine. So the sources of vitamin B6 are yeast, milk, egg yolk, cereals, grams, etc. So the deficiency of vitamin B6 or pyridoxine causes the disease convulsions. Now the next one is vitamin B12. So the vitamin B12 is found in meat, fish, egg and curd. These are the sources of vitamin B12. The deficiency of vitamin B12 causes the disease pernicious anemia. So the next one is vitamin C. It is also known as ascorbic acid. So it is found in citrus fruits, amla, green leafy vegetable, etc. So the deficiency of vitamin C causes the disease scurvy. That means bleeding gum. The next one is vitamin D. So the sources of vitamin D are fish, egg yolk and exposure to sunlight. So the deficiency of vitamin D causes the disease rickets. So rickets means bone deformities in children. Bone deformities in children. Next one is vitamin E. So the vitamin E, the sources of vitamin E are vegetable oil like wheat germ oil, etc. So the deficiency of vitamin E causes the disease increased fragility of RBCs and muscular weakness. The deficiency of vitamin E causes the disease increased fragility of RBCs and muscular weakness. So the next one is vitamin K. So the sources of vitamin K are greeny leafy vegetables. So the deficiency of vitamin K causes the disease increased. The vitamin K deficiency causes increased blood clotting time. It causes increased blood clotting time. Next, coming to the last topic of the chapter, that is nucleic acids. So nucleic acids are biopolymers which play an important role in storage, transmission of genetic information and in protein biosynthesis. So nucleic acids can be defined as it is a long chain polymer. It is a long chain polymer made up of nucleotides. So therefore nucleic acids are also called as polynucleotides. The nucleic acids are of two types. They are DNA and RNA. So DNA means deoxyribonucleic acid. RNA means ribonucleic acid. Now coming to the chemical composition of nucleic acid. Chemical composition of nucleic acids. So nucleic acid contain DNA and RNA. So when nucleic acid on complete hydrolysis, we get pentose sugar, and also phosphoric acid, and also nitrogen containing heterocyclic compound called base. So this is called base. nitrogenous base. So nucleic acid is made up of or nucleic acid contain DNA or RNA, which on hydrolysis we get pentosugar, phosphoric acid and nitrogen containing heterocyclic compound or nitrogenous base. So these are the composition of nucleic acids. So nucleic acid contain pentosugar, phosphoric acid and nitrogenous base. Now coming to the pentosugars which are present in DNA and RNA. So in DNA, come to the structure of pentosugar present in RNA. So RNA contain a pentosugar which contain 5-membered cyclic ring with 1 oxygen atom. Draw lines like this and give numbering to the carbon. This is first carbon, second carbon, third carbon, this is fourth, this is fifth carbon. So on the first carbon, this is OH, here H, and on the second carbon OH, H, and on the third carbon OH, H, and on the fourth carbon here CH2, OH, and H. This is the fifth carbon. So this structure is called or this pentosugar is called beta D ribose. Beta D ribose. So this is the pentosugar moiety present in RNA. Now coming to the pentosugar moiety present in DNA is beta D 2-deoxyribose. It is the pentosugar present in DNA. So now writing the structure of beta D2-deoxyribose. So draw. It is also a pentosugar which contains 5-membered ring with 1 oxygen. Draw lines like this. This is the first carbon, second, third, fourth. This is fifth carbon. So on the first carbon OH, H, and on the second carbon OH, H, and on the third carbon OH, H, and on the fourth carbon CH2, OH, H. This is the fifth carbon. So in DNA at second position, remove 1 oxygen. Deoxy means removal of oxygen. So we get 2 beta D2-deoxyribose. So this is the structure of pentosugar beta D2-deoxyribose. At second position, we have to remove 1 oxygen atom. So we get the pentosugar moiety present in DNA. Next, in both DNA and RNA, phosphoric moiety is same in both DNA and RNA. So the DNA contain 4 nitrogen bases. DNA contain 4 nitrogenous bases. They are adenine, guanine, cytosine, and thymine. So these are the nitrogen bases present in DNA. And in RNA also contain 4 nitrogen bases. It also contains 4 nitrogenous bases. They are adenine, guanine, cytosine, and instead of thymine, here it contains uracil. So these are the nitrogenous bases present in RNA. Into the structure of nucleoside and nucleotide. So now come to the structure of nucleoside. Now I am writing the pentosugar present in RNA. So it contains a pentosugar which is made up of cyclic ring containing 5-membered ring with 1 oxygen. Draw lines like this and give numbering to the carbon. This is first carbon, second carbon, this is third carbon, this is fourth carbon, this is fifth one. So on the first carbon, OH, H, and on the second carbon, OH, H, and on the third carbon, OH, H, and on the fourth carbon, CH2, OH, H. So this is the fifth carbon. So this number we can call it as also 1 prime, 2 prime, 3 prime, 4 prime and 5 prime also. Can also be indicated as 1 prime, 2 prime, 3 prime, 4 prime and 5 prime also. So nucleoside means it is a unit formed by the attachment of base to the 1 prime position of the sugar moiety is called nucleoside. Nucleoside means it is a molecule formed by the attachment of base to the 1 prime position of or carbon number 1 position of pentose sugar. Pentose sugar is called nucleoside. So at the first position we have to remove OH and add base. So attachment of base to the first position of the pentose sugar is called nucleoside. Next, coming to the nucleotide. So here also I am writing the pentose sugar present in RNA. You can write pentose sugar present in DNA also. Now I am writing the pentose sugar present in RNA. So you have to first draw 5-membered cyclic ring with 1 oxygen. Draw lines like this and give numbering to the carbon atom. Or it can also be called as 1 prime, 2nd prime, 3rd prime, 4th prime and 5th prime. So on the first carbon, OH, H, and on the second carbon, OH, H, and on the third carbon, OH, H, and on the fourth carbon, here CH2, OH, here H. So this is writing the structure of nucleotide. So on the fifth carbon, this is the fifth carbon, you have to remove this OH and add phosphoric acid moiety here. So we get O, P double bond O, OH. So this is the phosphoric acid moiety. So nucleotide means it is a molecule formed by the attachment of. It is a molecule formed by the attachment of the structure of nucleotide. So it is formed by the attachment of phosphoric acid moiety at 5 prime position of the nucleoside. 5 prime position of the nucleoside is called nucleotide. So nucleotide means it is a unit formed by the attachment of phosphoric acid moiety. This is phosphoric acid moiety to the 5 prime position of nucleoside. So this is nucleoside called nucleotide. So nucleotide contain base plus sugar plus phosphate. So this is the structure of nucleotide. Now first I am writing the 5-membered ring, cyclic ring with 1 oxygen atom. Draw lines like this and give numbering to the carbon. So this is first carbon, second carbon, third carbon, this is fourth carbon and this is fifth carbon. At the first carbon we have to write base here. So base plus this sugar moiety is called nucleoside. Next on the second carbon OHH and on the third carbon OHH and on the fourth carbon CH2OH. You have to replace OH with this phosphoric acid moiety. So base plus sugar plus this phosphate together called nucleotide. So nucleotide is a molecule or it is a unit formed by the attachment of phosphoric acid to the nucleoside. 5 prime position of the nucleoside is called nucleotide. So we know that what are nucleoside and also what are nucleotide. So nucleoside is a unit formed by the attachment of base to the first prime position of the pentose sugar. This is called nucleoside. It means nucleoside contain base and sugar. Base plus sugar is known as nucleoside. Next, nucleotide. So nucleotide is a unit formed by the attachment of phosphoric acid to the 5 prime position of the nucleoside. 5 prime position of the nucleoside is called nucleotide. So nucleotide is also called as base plus sugar plus phosphate or phosphoric acid. Now coming to the nucleic acid. What are nucleic acid? So nucleic acid is a long chain polymer made up of nucleotides. Therefore, their nucleic acids are also known as polynucleotides. So nucleotide contain nucleic acid is a polymer made up of nucleotides. So nucleotide contain base, sugar and phosphate. So sugar, it is attached to base and it is attached to phosphate. Again, this phosphate is linked to sugar and it is attached to base and it is attached to phosphate and it is again linked to sugar, base and it is attached to phosphate. So this is the simplified version of nucleic acid chain. So nucleic acid is a polymer made up of nucleotide. So this is the simplified version of nucleic acid chain. Next, the RNA molecules are of 3 types. So they are named as messenger RNA, that is mRNA, transfer RNA, that is tRNA, and another one is ribosomal RNA and overall RNA. Next, the DNA has a double helical structure. It has a double helical structure. That means the structure of DNA has a double helical structure. So this is one polynucleotide chain and this is another polynucleotide chain. So these polynucleotide chains are held together by hydrogen bonding. So DNA has double helical structure. So the polynucleotide chains are held together by hydrogen bonding. Coming to the biological functions of nucleic acids. So the DNA molecule could make a copy of itself. Therefore, it is called self-replication. So it is very much desired for cell multiplication and hence the growth of organisms. So this DNA, it is a hereditary material. So it carries genetic information from one generation to another generation. Therefore, DNA is called hereditary material, genetic hereditary material. So this DNA along with the 3 types of RNA helps in biosynthesis of proteins, and DNA sends genetic messages required for the synthesis of specific protein through mRNA. So this DNA sends genetic messages required for the synthesis of specific protein through mRNA. So these are some important biological functions of nucleic acids.